Hey there folks, this is the second Shaitan who actually talks. As you know, I have been bothering by stuff now about between two couples, regardless which gender. But in this case, this is between man and women in Islam when it comes to a provider and a home care. Well, let me giving you a context. As you know, in majority, we know that men always go and working, while women are staying home and taking care of home all the time, which I actually opposing because I don't like it. But for me, it would rather be better if both work together. Well, for example, both men and women go out and work and taking care of the home together. There are some of Muslims who actually does it, but not all of them does it. And that's the worst part when it comes to that ruling by someone. I don't say necessarily that Muhammad maybe have written this Quran verse, but there have been people who actually have asking for it so many times, which I actually opposing as well. What I'm saying is, the time Muhammad was establishing the rule was because of request of other men who asked them to take control over the wife. I guess that Muhammad had the same problem in the past and was only adding the idea from his followers. But my biggest concern is still, why on earth must it always be a difficult idea that one person go and work and the other one home and taking care just because they belong to a specific gender? And yet they pursue that one gender is an infidel while the other one is so perfect. Well, that's not okay. Not in my opinion. But okay, we go back there. That have actually hit me in the dark by thinking that two genders who actually have two different rules just because they belong to that specific gender. As we know, many women have actually evolved over the years, yet being denied to have their own career or their own choice. Yet we have all those men who still saying they are the one who actually should have the power and so on. It's not okay at all. Just because it's standing in the Quran doesn't necessarily mean that exactly is ruling from the God. No. Only a fool would actually think that it is. And it have hit me in the dark so many times that I didn't have any courage to even talk about that. But I have opposed it anyway. And I have talked to my relatives about that. I dislike the idea. I want an equal term. I don't want to have the power. Not at all. If I want power, then I want to take it for myself. But I don't want to take over the power when I share the power with someone I love. And that should be a change. We shouldn't live like that. Not at all. Even if that means that some stupid Islamic apologist saying, well, we have to follow this Quran verse or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Don't come with that. Not at all. That's just the lie from someone who literally saying, well, only one gender can do this and the other one that. The funny fact is that Islam have always copied other religions who had the same idea for many years. Take for example when it comes to the Torah. the same ruling about one gender being superior and the other one inferior, which is also very, very toxic. After the Torah, we have the Bible. And that part, even if for some reason it should have been at least less corrupt, but it did become corrupt by other men, not by Jesus. Jesus, on the other hand, wanted equality for everybody. But on the other hand, some idiots decided that they wanted to have control. They couldn't care less. So, how did Islam, on the other hand, have this idea? Simple. We're talking about one man got interest of the religion and wanted to have the same idea. He wanted to make it better than what he actually had lived. But he didn't expect to go too far, yet he decided how it should be because of other favors. Meaning, if he could think for himself, perhaps such a thing shouldn't happen at all. But as we know, having someone who actually asking request from a prophet who claimed to hear everything what a God say, or allowing it, for example, that shouldn't mean it's the truth, rather lie. But on other hands, I think he did it because he was too nervous to even make his own decision. Because, as we used to say, this is actually guys talk, kind of. I don't have this specific history, but I have only a part of it. So I can tell you exactly what's going on in it next time. But I'm saying today now, having said that, because of one stupid idiot, not only one idiot, but several of them, of course, who's saying one gender can't make a decision. That's very wrong. And we should actually change that behavior and come with an equal minds. We may not change the older generation, but can we as a millennial change them? I hope so. Because we can't continue talking about one gender should have ruling and the other one have to be submissive. That's wrong. That shouldn't be at all. We need equality. Even if we belong to Islam, we need equality. Don't care about what the Quran and those hadith saying. It's better that we work together as one couple, because if we continue doing this, watch back the time who have been in the boomers' time, or in the Generation X time. Should we millennials live like that? Think about those past generations then. You can think about those people who have no control over their own bodies. And then we have all those husbands who have control over their wife's body just because they're going to procreate for some stupid ruling about having more soldiers or have some, some ideology telling you what to do and not to do. That's a bad thing. We shouldn't have that. You only have children if you want to have one. If you love to have one. Yes, that's how you want to have it. But it comes with two genders who make a decision together. But at the same time, the woman is the one who should make a decision because it is her body. No one else than her own body. So remember, always stay with equality. Never take any idea from those dumbasses saying one gender should be submissive and the other one superior. Never. Don't do it. I have more to lay on it, but I will do it in another part. This is just part 1. Part 2 will be next time. And I'm thanking you for all taking your time to hear. Have a nice day.